Welcome. And today's topic is about utilizing LinkedIn, especially for beginners who maybe are in small business for themselves and they don't have a LinkedIn profile. Well, why would you even want to be on LinkedIn? What does it matter? What is LinkedIn? Well, we have a very special guest today. It's Hank and Sharon Yuloff. They are of Yuloff Creative, and they have over 25 years of small business coaching experience, and they are here to share their incredible insights as to the whys and to the hows and to the why nots of LinkedIn. So help me welcome to the Tech with Heart stage, Hank and Sharon.
Wow, I can hear the applause. Can you hear it? It's like it's coming through Facebook. People are applauding. They're happy. Oh my God, I love Facebook. I like
You have an applause button.
Yes, applause is nice.
Now I'm hearing actual, in my head, it's actual people screaming.
Of course, because you know what, you're showing up and you're showing up to provide valuable insights, and we want to thank you very much. Let's go ahead and dive right in, shall we? Why do small business owners, need to strongly consider being on LinkedIn? Tell us a little bit about that.
So LinkedIn is a database of professionals internationally. So if your ideal client, customer, referral partner is a professional internationally, you will find them on LinkedIn.
Anything else?
More to add?
I could. I mean,
go for it.
Okay, look. One of the benefits of LinkedIn, it is now the granddaddy or grandmother of social media sites. It's been around longer than any of the ones that are currently out there, which means it's got a track record. And it used to be, or the misconception is that still floats around, is that it's somewhere you go when you're looking for a job.
Or to post a job.
Yeah, and yes, you can still do that there, but it has evolved to where professionals are having conversations.
In fact, you'll find the heads of major corporations running their own profiles on LinkedIn. You may not find that on other social media platforms. They typically delegate that out, but on LinkedIn, they tend to manage their own LinkedIn profile. So the heads of Microsoft and IBM and GE, those kinds of entities, they actually manage their own LinkedIn profile.
Yeah, and before you hear that and think, oh my God, I got to get on there and I got to start emailing these people right away. Don't spam them. Just chill.
Build a relationship with those folks that are your ideal clients, customers, and referrals.
So for small business owners just getting started, would you say all types of small business owners should go ahead and just make their mark by creating a profile? It's almost like as many social profiles as you can create. At least it helps you to be detected through searches. What do you think about, is there specific types of businesses that definitely should lean more towards LinkedIn and others that should just maybe not really care?
There's a lot of questions in there.
There is, having a presence, we have a presence on every social media channel. It doesn't mean that we're active on all those channels, but we do have a presence, especially those platforms where you can claim your company page. We don't want someone else to claim our company name as if it were their own. So we would encourage you then to follow suit, right? Create that personal profile and your company page, at least claim it. Now, will you get business out of LinkedIn? Not if you're not there. If all you do is claim it and then you walk away, then that's all you've done. You won't get business there. But if your ideal, you can do a search. It's a database. So if your ideal clients, customers, and referral partners are actively looking for you on LinkedIn, then by all means be active on that platform.
And by the way, Sharon went over something that we should back up to. For social media, it makes a lot of sense. And it helps you if you have the same name on consistently across all of them. We have, for us, it's Yuloff Creative on every platform. It's not, Yuloff Coaching on some, and Yuloff, I don't even know what else we put. but it's Yuloff Creative on all of them. So you should have the same name all the way across. So to go to the original part of your question, if somebody is new, if you're just starting your business, then it should be your goal to have the same name everywhere, because it'll make it easier for people to find you.
For sure.
Interesting. This came up yesterday. We were talking to one of the amazing volunteer, actually not a volunteer, but intern for Tech with Heart. And her name, I looked her up on one of the platforms, and there were about 37 others with her name, and it's not a common name. So it's harder than you think, but you should definitely, from a point of view of marketing, look at your target audience and where do they play. And there are different people that play mostly on Instagram and LinkedIn and Alignable and Facebook. It's a different audience. So look at your audience. Which social media platform do they play on the most? Are they there?
Are they looking for you on?
Yep. And that's kind of where you start and make sure your name is available, and then be consistent across all of them. Okay,
exactly.
now
no, I want to touch on that because if you are new, one of the challenges that we have found with our clients is if they are a new business, they fall in love with whatever the name is they've chosen for their business, and then they go to try to find the URL or the LinkedIn company page or the whatever company page on any other platform, and then they're disappointed that it's not there. So if you are really brand new, before you fall in love with a name, make sure that it is available to you on the .com, because that is what people are looking, no matter how much you say .net, no matter how much you write it on your business card, people assume it's .com, they're just not paying attention.
Or
Right, so make sure the .com is available, and then make sure the company page is available on the platforms where those folks are looking for you.
Look, we even named one of our books, one of our books is called Partners in Everything. And it's a book about people that run a business together. And we had 4 different titles that we were thinking of, but partnersineverything.com was the only one of the 4 available, so that became the name of the book. It can be the same thing with a business that you're thinking of running, starting. Make sure, I know, fall in love first and figure it out later. Well, there are steps to make you more successful.
For sure.
Now back to LinkedIn.
Yeah, no, that's super great advice, because you want to have a united front that actually elevates your visibility as a organized expert, when you have the ability to do that, and use business emails that actually have your domain name in them is also another really great way to elevate yourself in the eyes of others. So moving on to the LinkedIn topic, though, specifically, I know that you mentioned a company page. When you're on LinkedIn, like you said, some of these executive from major companies manage their own account, but there's also this ability to create a business or company page that then you can add others to come in and help manage that page. Can you speak to why do I really need to have both, or what scenarios would you want to have both, or something along those lines?
If you're running a business, then you need to have both.
That was a really short, simple answer.
You do have to start with a personal profile. You need to optimize your personal profile before you create the company page, because LinkedIn wants to make sure that there's really a person that is tied to that company page. Now, you can then delegate others. I'll just leave it amorphous to others, whether it's employees or contractors, whatever, to manage that business page for you. The warning we always have is do not make them an admin. An admin can take down your company page. So if you delegate it out, whether that's to an employee or a 1099, if you make them an admin, they have the ability to take it down. So if you have a dispute with them and they get annoyed with something, they can take it down. So don't make them admin. There are other levels. There's editor and creator. You can go through and you can see what those different levels are. Make them one of those sub levels so that they don't have the ability to take you down.
Yeah, look, we had a client that I can only use certain details. We had a client that let go of the person that was running their social media. By the time they got that person, they didn't run this past Sharon in the HR department first. By the time the person got from the 6th floor to the 1st floor in the building, they had locked them out of every one of their social media sites.
The person locked the company out.
Yeah. So, and that's because they were an admin. And yes, it's easier, but you never give the keys to the kingdom to somebody that isn't an owner of the company.
Yeah.
Those
Now,
are really good.
We
Sorry.
would say make someone else an admin. So your spouse, your a co-owner in the business, if you have one, someone that you trust. The reason to do that, by the way, is in case your profile, right? We don't own our profile, right? Social media is free, including LinkedIn. So it could happen. We've seen it happen where your profile gets locked out for a bunch of reasons. If your profile gets locked out and you can't get back in, now you can't manage that company page if you're the only admin. So you could create another profile, but then you have a challenge getting yourself to be admin of the company page again. That's why we say have a backup admin, someone that you truly trust, someone that you would put down as a beneficiary, or that you love and trust.
Yeah.
So make them so that they could make you an admin again if you get locked out of your profile.
Being able to do business online is crucial for survival, especially during times of social distancing. So how do you survive and thrive in the sea of digital noise? It's a lot like fishing. You need to know who your perfect customer is so that you can use the right kind of lure to attract them. We help you catch your perfect customer and retain them for future sales through highly converting websites, influencer mobile apps, getting you featured in the news and on TV. Hi, my name is Jerry Bowden, U.S. Army veteran and president of Revealio Software Solutions. Our goal is to help you rise above the competition, be seen as an expert authority in your industry, and embrace technology to stay competitive for long-term success. It's more affordable than you may think. So reach out to us at Revealio.com and together we will make your business come alive.
One of the things Tech with Heart is very aware of is that small business owners are very intimidated by technology. And a lot of it comes from security risks. And so addressing this is super important. So we basically have defined that you can have a personal profile page where you can be, this is who I am, this is what I do. And then there's this company page. This is who we are. This is what we do. This is who we are looking to connect with, et cetera. And you can even do that on your personal profile. I'm looking to connect with blah. You can kind of put it out there like as an APB or an announcement. And so hopefully you'll attract those types of people with those keywords being stated in your, right under your name or in at least your about section. Moving forward though, what else do they need to do? Because I know that growing 2 pages is a lot more work than just growing one as far as like connecting with others, posting. Can you talk a little bit about what else do they need to do besides just create the profiles?
You know, I will come back to that. The one thing I didn't answer one of your questions though, as to why they would want to have both. One of the reasons you want to have both is that you get insights and statistics on your business page that you don't get on your personal profile. So that's why you want to have both.
Yeah, and the insights are who's coming to your page in general terms. When is your page being visited the most? You know, what day, what hours?
What kinds of posts are they interacting with the most?
Yeah, so you know what to post more of and when to post it so that you get more interaction with your page.
Yeah. So to answer your follow-up question, my bad, Michelle, sorry about that. What else do you need to do? So by all means, those folks that you've connected with, when you go to your home feed, you'll see their posts. If you want them to interact with your posts, you should interact with their posts, right? Law of reciprocity and karma works that way. You should look at who it is that we're looking to connect with you. You do not need to accept every connection request. What we teach our clients is if they're not your ideal client, customer, or referral partner, or someone that you look at them and you look at their about section, like, oh my God, that person is amazing, then by all means connect with them. But if it's not one of those 4, really, you don't have to. Honestly, you don't.
Look, so one of the things that social media managers always promote is hire us. We'll get you 1,000 more followers in no time. Like, well, wait a minute. I'd rather have 100 raving fans that are customers than 1,000 followers who aren't buying from us.
Or engaging with the post, or referring, or right? Why would you want that? It's a nice ego boost, I suppose. But.
Yeah, if the goal of social media in a business is to generate revenue, and that's the number one goal for most, then you want the right people following you. So don't take the I can get you more followers as a necessarily a good thing. They have to be the right followers.
Yes. The other things to do every day, well, by all means, to post every day, and you can vary your posts. And if you're posting on other platforms, you can post those same things on LinkedIn.
So the thing I post on LinkedIn, I can post on my Facebook business page as well?
Yeah, and vice versa. Absolutely. You may need to check the formatting, make sure it's still formatted correctly. Sometimes that gets a little wonky, but the same concept. Yeah, by all means. There is a notifications section. So those folks that have interacted with your posts, you want to at least let them know that you noticed, even if all you say is thank you for the comment, thank you for following the post, thank you for whatever, just say something. So because otherwise they'll think they're not even paying attention. Why do I need to keep engaging with their posts, right? And engagement is usually the first step to them actually reaching out and sending you a message and wanting to connect and potentially buying from you. So do let them know that you are paying attention. And then if they do send you a message, then same thing, right? Interact with those messages. Make sure you're responding to those messages. If they message you because they're looking to connect and actually have a dialogue, you don't want to ignore that. And they're not really paying attention to me, so I guess they're not really the ones for me.
Okay, when it comes to messages, doesn't LinkedIn if you're going to send a message, doesn't LinkedIn have like an automatic message that
most platforms do have an they give you a tip, right? They make it easy. You just click this thing, that's what you say. Most people that are active on LinkedIn, they know that that's an automated message, that you just took the easy route out. You didn't actually think about what the right response was. It just doesn't build that human connection. So yes, craft an appropriate response that shows that you took the time to think about what they asked and reach back out to them.
Like look at something, why did you reach out for a connection? Hey, I see we went to the same college. Hey, I see we did, something that shows a connection. Hey, I see you live in this town. Wow, I went through that town once on a bicycle ride. Something that shows you're paying attention to what they do. Or, hey, I saw you posted a particular blog. Great post. I totally agree with, something that shows you're paying attention.
So when you are building up your company's profile connections, but maybe you've already had a LinkedIn profile for a while on your personal side, and maybe you've got like a couple thousand connections there, but now you've got this company page, you just wanted to launch it. What are some suggestions on how you can cross post to help get more people to follow that new company page? Because now you want to start shifting and doing more content I should say, just posting. It's not always promoting. It's just sometimes just putting stuff out there, thoughts, what you might be working on, some exciting announcements and stuff like that, along with maybe every now and then a special offer for an event or whatever. How can you take and leverage that profile on the personal side to help that company page grow?
I
can answer that. Watch, Sharon.
So one of the things that we recommend is that you post on your personal profile. Hey, I just launched a company page, and put the link to that company page right in that post. So here's a tip. I'll stray a little bit and I'm going to come back. If you post a link on LinkedIn to, for example, a blog post on your website, right? LinkedIn is not going to show that post to as many people because you're taking them off the platform. But when you put that post that says, hey, I just started this new company page, please, if you like what I'm doing, please follow me there, connect with me there, those kind of things, and you put the link, you're not taking them off the platform, you're just sending them to another place on the platform. LinkedIn will be more than happy to share that around. So that's one way to let your followers, your personal profile followers, know that you now have a company page. The other thing that you can do is on your personal profile, when you mention that you, in that resume, right, that online resume section of your profile, when you mention that you work at XYZ company, once you have a company page, you can make that link live. So it links automatically back to your company page. So yes, you can put that post, and that's great for a time, right? We all know that our posts, they lose value over time because they get pushed down. There's so much happening, even in a given minute on every platform. So folks that come afterwards that connect with your personal profile and are looking for, oh, well, what company is it? Then they can follow on your personal profile and link back to your company page really easily.
Good point. So when somebody goes, because when they meet you, they're going to remember you, not necessarily your company. So it's great to be able to go to your LinkedIn page and quickly be able to just click of a button right underneath your little banner, go check out your company page. That's beautiful. And then every time I post on my company page, I'll actually share that to my personal profile as well, so that I'm double dipping to help people see the connection. Because I actually run 2 businesses, and that's been a little bit of a struggle for me on my personal profile, because I can only seemingly represent one business super strong, and then the other one kind of has to come into a secondary role. And so, yeah, I just cross post from both, so they can see that I'm active with both.
Absolutely.
What other tips as far as growing? I mean, what can we say, let's just say, about taking advantage of the video marketing world? Like, what can we do on LinkedIn, personal profile or company profile page, that will help with gaining visibility through the use of short video?
So LinkedIn allows you to do live. You may be familiar with doing a Facebook Live. You can do the same thing on LinkedIn. You can share, it is possible to share your YouTube videos onto your LinkedIn page and profile. The challenge, going back to the previous answer, is if they click on that link, right, they're going to take them off LinkedIn and go to YouTube. So instead, download it to your device and then upload it directly into LinkedIn, so that you're keeping them on LinkedIn, and then LinkedIn will be much more happy to share that link with your audience.
Yeah, one of the terms you might hear for that, that's called sharing a video natively. So you're putting it, so let's use an example. Say Sharon and I are shooting a video for one of our blogs. We'll shoot it on our phone, so now it lives on the phone. We will upload it to YouTube. We can then also separately upload it to the different social media platforms natively. Now, when we upload it to YouTube, what we'll do is then take the embed code and we'll share that with the blog on our website, so that we have a video on YouTube supporting our blog on our website, and the same video is helping our different platforms. And then in the description on those platforms, it lets people know where to see the blog, which again gets them to our website. Because we want, one of our goals for social media is to interact with people, but we want to get them off of social media and to our website. Because if they're on social media, they're scrolling. Oh, look, cat picture.
Even on LinkedIn.
Even on LinkedIn. But on your website, they are looking just at you, and you're not competing with other people. So we want to get them to your website from social media, which parenthetically, this is one of the reasons we suggest on your website, don't put your social media links all the way at the top. That's old knowledge. Put them at the bottom and make them the same color as the footer of your website. So you have the links, but if you've invested all this time and effort and money sometimes to get them from your social media to your website, we don't want to send them back to your website. We don't want to send them back to social media.
So the thing about LinkedIn, like you were saying, inside of the post, if you share a link that takes people off of the platform, they're not so excited to share that as often as if you keep people on the platform. However, the thing that is really good about LinkedIn is that right underneath your profile name and stuff, there's a button that allows you to click and it'll take you to your website. So LinkedIn is very business centric. They understand that your website is your home base. yes, that is ultimately where you want to send people, because like Sharon mentioned earlier, LinkedIn profiles, you don't own them. LinkedIn owns them. Same thing with any other platform. Those platforms own those. Your website, you can own. So that is a very good business tip. I want to encourage you, if you have a desire to start creating a LinkedIn profile, either for yourself for the first time or for your business, there are plenty of videos you can watch by simply Googling how to create a LinkedIn business profile. But I also want to
we have one.
Yes.
If you just track us down on YouTube, we have a couple of different webinars on how to set up your profile. So again, Yuloff Creative on YouTube, it'll take you right to the webinar.
Exactly.
And Sharon will walk you through step by step.
Yeah, and that's the thing I was going to say about the Yuloffs, is that they really genuinely care. And if you ever wanted to just get a little bit more insights into really how to not only leverage LinkedIn, but how to just do some really super simple steps at the onset of creating your business, they are the small business coach that I highly recommend you reach out to. So who can you share again, Hank or Sharon, where people can go to connect with you guys and potentially even have a free consultation meeting to discuss their entire project?
Okay, several links if you want them. Our website is Yuloff Creative, and since
Can you
it's
spell
hard
that,
to,
please?
sure I can. Yuloff Creative. Now, because our name is unusual, if you want 30 minutes and you want to get there faster, you just go to howtogettherefaster.com. So if you want to know how to get there faster, you go to howtogettherefaster.com, answer a few questions, and you get 30 minutes with us. We do a marketing boot camp a couple of times a year. That's a free marketing seminar, because it is a free marketing seminar. And if you want to see our list of webinars that we do, and they're all free as well, you can go to yourmarketingadvisors.com. And each of those, for those of you who love SEO, each of those links take you to a different inside page of our website. So that builds the search engine optimization for our site, because what we've done is we've told Google, these folks are going directly to an inside page. That means that inside page is more important. That means the website is more important. You can do the same thing with your website. If you're doing events, grab a different URL, forward it to the interior page of your website instead of making them go to the home page first.
See what I mean?
That was all right. That was like, wait a minute, stop. So back that video up. I have to watch that part again.
All right, so let's just recap real quick on the power of LinkedIn as a business tool. What is a thought or a phrase regarding this topic that you would like to leave impressed upon anybody that's tuning in right now?
It's where to find professional.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
You have a better one? Okay.
If you're tuning in and you are a thought leader who would like to provide valuable insights to help our small business audience, please go to techwithheartnetwork.com and let us know what you would like to share with our audience. We can invite you to come on as a guest on the Tech with Heart show. We're on TV. We're on iHeart Live Radio. We are on demand on podcast platforms all over this world. So please go to techwithheartnetwork.com. And if you're a small business owner and you feel like, wow, there's so much to do, there's so much I need to get organized, and you just need to be a part of a community that really genuinely cares about your success, but we're going to encourage you to start embracing technologies that are going to leverage you, help you be more competitive and more relevant in today's digital era, please check us out, techwithheartnetwork.com. Join us for free. Join us as a gold member and get visibility opportunities. We are here to support you. We are a nonprofit 501c3. We welcome you here. So here is to your success.
Your story needs to be seen and heard, and your brand needs to be revealed. Revealio elevates purpose-driven businesses into the spotlight through video storytelling, augmented reality video marketing, and professional website design. Get discovered online or in the news. Be featured in national magazines or host your own TV, podcast, or live radio show. Together, we make your brand come alive. All it takes is Revealio. Visit Revealio.com to get started today. Minority and service disabled veteran owned.